Unless you're a quarterback.
They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Those are nice and right.
18 Gator. I smell 13 spell. Let's go.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balaj. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that. But they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Jones on third down. Complete. He finds Gray. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
I was trying to get out there.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I'm trying to go in the NFC, man.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now.
I really thought nobody was going to put the Giants, man. I was going to go crazy with the Giants.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West.
Oh, yeah. You can play guys. Look, he ain't got no speed on the outside.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up with second and less than a yard.
And I got Trevor Knight. That's all you need to know.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
See, I got some for his
From the red zone now.
Oh, my fucking God, boy.
He's taken down. Michael Pierce and all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses...
And this is
told you.
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Show you how the Dolphins
and that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Those sleep with that bullshit, man.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll lose yardage.
Yes,
brought down at
sir.
the 32.
Yes, sir.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10. And it brings up 4th and 1. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Told you.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
I told you. That's all he want to do.
Score. Touchdown.
He can't do shit else.
Baltimore. From 17 yards out, as they are now
I told you he
here
run
in the
the ball.
first half.
He can't move the ball. You want to run Lamar,
Tucker
man.
able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The damn Jets. sorry, damn.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. Yeah. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing, Jones.
Oh, my God.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
I threw the pass. There wasn't nobody right there at all. It just because Earl Thomas
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence, Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Check 13. Check 13. 36.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now it was Jordan Howard, Darren Sproles. And that's
so
it.
After the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Coming to you.
I don't think so. So you had Dan Sproles there for a while.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
No
escape, and he goes down.
Shit,
Christian Wilkins in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Yeah.
Let's go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
They've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit,
he fumbled. He fumbled the line. I told you. I told you that boy fumbled a lot. Lamar Jackson, he fumbles like hell, man.
All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
60 outlaw.
Damn, I wish I had fucking Wilson right now.
Throwing on first down. Jones, flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Oh, no, I'm definitely not going to overthrow.
Ball. Go out. Score.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be
that's how you get a
incomplete as it's
pass
knocked
interference
away,
right there.
but a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Man, I'm so smart, man. That shit is ridiculous. I just knew I was finna get a pass interference.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Slam. Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Now Jones. Complete to Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup.
Damn, I
pitch and
want to go
catch.
for this so bad, man.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Center's kick is good. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
I can't go 0-1. Hell no. I'm blitzing every play, buddy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check that.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, why you for the
That'll be
pick that
taken
shit?
in there by
Oh,
Miles
boy.
Boykin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
That bitch is so fast.
Marquise Brown. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
They need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
I get it all at one time. Wow.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey. Hey, dude.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Jones, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
He said he'll be back.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Oh, my God.
He caught down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired up. That's a big game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 99. Check 99. Go.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
That'd be, man, like the money leagues, like the legit money leagues I play in, I'd be losing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Go on. I'm going back to you.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that?
Offensive line.
After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
So a tie ball game here as the kicks away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
68. Going crazy. You tell me it ain't possible. Just killed my dream.
The Raven offense set
there.
at the line for this next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that?
Picked. Let's go.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, they're scared. Hey, foxtrot. Fight.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Pretty base. 36.
Pressing on more.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, orbit. On.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Get in now.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. These kickers
really
now
think
used
I'm
to
not
be
gonna
the
make it?
50-plus yard, which calls for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs,
okay.
all-state
Come on,
wrestlers,
I'll give you a second,
right?
man.
Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Yeah.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Hill. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for Hill. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Hill. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Watch the whip.
Now Jackson on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. From the gun, Jackson.
Yes, sir.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a second and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. That one complete to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
20-20,
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he?
Good snap, dead
center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hey, Echo. Shoot.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 6 guys.
Now Jones throwing on third and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here's Thomas. The great blocking nearly... in there. 28-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing now is Jackson. Dancing
to
his left.
Shit, man.
He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're running. Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Kill. Wait, 25, check 25. Shit, watch the shit. Check 3.
On the toss, here's Hill. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Tight down. There you go.
On second down, Ingram.
Get the fuck out of here. No
Space to
way.
run past the 20.
What the
And down
fuck?
to the 19-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore.